Good morning. At this time, we're going to ask that everyone please rise for our national anthem, which will be followed by our Roxbury alma mater, which we also ask you to remain standing. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare of bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Through the 4 long years at Roxbury, midst the scenes to us so dear, full of hustle, full of hurry, are the days that we spend here. We will work for dear old Roxbury and float to colors bold, for the colors of our high school are the dark blue and the gold.
Good morning, parents, teachers, staffs, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. My name is Gianna Wea, and I have the honor of being this year's class president. If you're anything like me, you've asked yourself more than once, what's going to happen next? So I'm glad that as I was thinking of what to write for my speech, a song I heard a few years ago in an NFL commercial came to mind. The song chorus was "Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera." That phrase has echoed in my mind ever since. And today, as we sit here in our caps and gowns, closing the chapter on high school, I think it resonates more now than ever. Because the truth is, the future can be terrifying. Whether you're headed off to college, the military, trade school, a job, or maybe still figuring it out, it's easy to get caught in the spiral of questions. Am I making the right choice? What if I fail? What if things don't go the way I planned? But here's the thing. None of us have it all figured out, and we're not supposed to. The phrase, whatever will be, isn't about giving up control. It's about giving up fear. It's about trusting the path that's been laid out for us by God or by whatever higher power you believe in, and walking it with courage, even when we can't see what's around the corner. It's about realizing that worry can be loud, but it doesn't have to drown out our faith, our hope, or our purpose. We've already come through so much together, tests that felt impossible, friendships that shaped us, losses that hurt, wins that reminded us we're capable of more than we know. And through it all, we've learned that strength doesn't come from having the perfect plan. It comes from moving forward even when we don't. So, as we step into the unknown with excitement, nerves, and maybe a little chaos, I hope we all carry this with us, that our worth isn't measured by how fast we reach our success, but by how we handle the detours, that we don't have to be in control of everything to find peace, and that when doubt creeps in, we can lean on something greater than ourselves, our faith, our values, our family, our community, to remind us we will succeed. So, class of 2025, K Sarah Sarah, and congratulations.
Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Aiden Kellett, and it's my honor to be the co-salutatorian this year. Today, we are the graduating class of 2025, and as we sit here today, we can reflect on our time here at Roxbury High School. It has been a long time since that freshman orientation when we first walked through the doors of the high school building with our schedules in our hands to find all of our classrooms, meet some of our teachers, and to take a tour with the help of our peer leaders. When we entered the high school building for that first time, many of us didn't know exactly what to expect. There were so many unknowns that we would be facing. We were entering a place where practically everything was new for us. I'm sure that for all of us, it was both a time of anticipation as well as a time of much uncertainty. And now, 4 years later, these are probably feelings that many of us could relate to again today. However, after 4 years, we have made it through. We have successfully completed high school. Here we are, after having walked into the building year after year with new schedules, new teachers, and many times, new responsibilities. We have attended and participated in countless pep rallies, assemblies, clubs, sporting events, concerts, and plays. We have taken a wide variety of classes and have often been challenged to go outside of our comfort zones. We have all come a long way. We are not the same people we were at that freshman orientation. Our experiences over the last 4 years have opened our eyes to the world and all that it offers. Throughout our time here, we have proven to ourselves and to those around us that because of our perseverance, our commitment, and our hard work, we are ready for even more new challenges. I'm sure that for most of us, this year was filled with many memorable moments, but in some ways, it also had its own challenges. We had to figure out what we wanted to do after we leave Roxbury High School, and we had to make decisions and plan for our next steps in the future while completing our senior year classes at the same time. This year, for me, one of my favorite classes was Miss B's music theory class, and in preparing my final project for that class, I watched a documentary called Music by John Williams. As you may know, John Williams is an iconic composer who has scored more than 100 feature films. In the documentary, many people who have worked with John Williams throughout the years said that every day he always comes to work prepared and he works until he feels that he has gotten the job done right, no matter how much time it takes or how many revisions he feels that he needs to make. He always loves a new challenge, and his lack of ego and his commitment to his work is what makes him so unbelievably successful. Today, his advice for young people is that they can't possibly imagine how far and how high their efforts can reach. All they can do is continue to work as hard as they can, learn as much as they can, and not stop working. The process is the process. The joy of it is doing the thing itself. I think that's great advice for us to keep in mind as we move on to our next endeavors. Basically, dream big, work hard, and enjoy the process. Without a doubt, Roxbury High School has provided us with a solid foundation. Our time here over the last 4 years has shown us that there is always something more to discover or to try to understand. Making an effort to do so is an important skill that we can take with us as we move on from here. Successful people from across all industries have that in common. They always keep working and moving forward and continue to build on what they have learned. And that is really what we're doing here today. While it may seem that today is an ending, because it is an end to our time here at Roxbury High School, it's really just part of the process and is a new beginning for us as well. Some of us will be joining the armed forces, attending a trade school, entering the workforce, or continuing as students in colleges or universities. Regardless of our individual paths forward, we are prepared for whatever challenges we may face in the future. I would like to take this time to thank the teachers and staff, our assistant principals, Mr. Mon and Ms. Posberg, and our principal, Mr. Crispino, for all their help throughout our time here. Personally, I would also like to thank my family for all their support and encouragement throughout the years. Lastly, I would like to extend my congratulations to all my classmates on their many talents and all the achievements that they have accomplished throughout our time here. Congratulations again to all my classmates in the Roxbury High School Class of 2025. Thank you.
Hello, fellow graduates, families, and staff. My name is Caitlin Duras, and it is an honor to represent this class as the co-salutatorian. This would not have been possible without the help of so many important people in my life. Thank you to my teachers for all of their unwavering dedication to my educational journey. Thank you to my coaches for your endless support and encouragement. Thank you to every one of my friends, shout out the pigeons, who never failed to put a smile on my face and brought joy to every school day. And finally, thank you to my family, especially my dad, because I truly would not be the student and person I am today without him. Graduation is a time filled with the talk of future goals, future plans, and future success. It seems like this entire year, the first question any adult asked us seniors was what school we wanted to go to or what job we wanted to have. Questions of the future and finding success in our lives weighed heavily on so many of us. And with a day as monumental as this, it can be easy for us to lose sight of what success actually looks like. Throughout our 4 years, we were often led to associate success with academic achievements, athletic victories, or individual awards. While all of these things are incredible accomplishments, I want to encourage everyone to look at the bigger picture. High school was about more than getting the best grades or winning the state championship. It was about the friendships, memories, and stories that came from those experiences. It was about learning how to overcome the most challenging days and embrace every opportunity we could. Success, therefore, lies not in the best job or the best school, the highest grade, or the most awards. Success lies in the value of the lessons we learned along the way and the impressions we left on those around us. As we have our last moments together as class, let's all focus on the people who made us who we are today and appreciate all of the fun memories or stories that we'll have from our time here, because those things have more value than any award ever could. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Enjoy this moment, and I wish you all the best of luck in the future. Thank you.
Good morning, and I'm Frank Santora, the proud superintendent here in Roxbury Public Schools, and I am so honored to be here with all of you this morning. Before I begin my remarks, I'd ask that you would join me in a round of applause for the class of 2025. I want to begin by welcoming our graduates, their parents, family members, and friends who have joined us here this morning. I'd also like to extend a thank you and a welcome to our faculty and staff, members of our Board of Education, members of our town council, and our mayor, Sean Patillo. Thank you all for joining us as well. I'm glad for that. Yeah. Class of 2025, congratulations. It is quite safe to say that you've taken your high school years, most notably your senior year, by storm. From those very early moments of the school year back in August of 2024 to today, you have amazed and impressed me with the enthusiasm and determination that you've approached each and every day. You took every opportunity as one to expand your knowledge and strengthen your skills. Not once did I witness you waver or falter in your pursuit. It is that tenacity, that spirit that has led you here today. All of us who are in attendance here this morning are aware that the class of 2025 are an immensely talented group of young adults. They are scholars, athletes, artists, and community servants. But above all else, they are kind, compassionate, and determined. Individually and collectively, they have accomplished great things, overcome obstacles, and proven victorious in the face of adversity. It is that spirit, that persistence that sets them apart from all others. It is that quality that will lead them to success in their futures. Class of 2025, speaking of your futures, they are quite bright. There is no doubt in my mind that each and every one of you will attain great success in the years to come. With that said, as you go forth, if you find yourself in a time of challenge, remember the lessons you've learned here in Roxbury. Know that in moments of uncertainty and doubt, you have the strength of the entire Roxbury community behind you, willing to lend a helping hand and cheer you on. Our schools, our campuses will always be your home. And the faculty and staff who've supported you in times of tragedy and celebrated with you in times of triumph will always be your family. I'd like to conclude with a quote that I believe encapsulates the strength and the spirit of the class of 2025. It's from Winston Churchill, and it reads, "Success is not final. Failure is not final. It is the courage to continue that counts." Class of 2025, continue to be courageous, continue to be bold, and surely you will realize your dreams. Congratulations once again. I wish you all the very best of luck. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Chris Mildy, and I am the proud president of the Board of Education. And this was not planned, but I'm going to support Gianna's remarks as well and talk about fear. I hate talking in front of crowds. I guess you could say it's probably one of my biggest fears, which for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe I'm a little afraid. Don't know, what am I afraid of? Messing up? Tripping? I don't know. It's something we all know and experience often in one way or another, and that's fear. We've dealt with it in some capacity since the moment we were born. Right now, I'm nervous. Not afraid, but just uncomfortable, I suppose. But last week at the Top 10 dinner, Landon admitted to being nervous when he first got to the mic for his speech, and then he totally crushed it. It was epic. Anuj mentioned that he was absolutely petrified of speaking in public just a few years ago. Now, he's got so much to say, he doesn't care who he's talking to, and sounds like he's trying to squeeze a 2-minute disclaimer into the last 15 seconds of a commercial. He said sometimes he might get a little self-conscious about it and hear Godfrey's voice saying, "Slow down," but that's just passion flooding out, dude. Don't lose that. We need to remember that fear isn't necessarily a bad thing. Most of the time, it's just your brain's overly dramatic way of saying, hey, this matters. Fear shows up when you're stepping into something new, something uncertain, something big. But here's the twist. Fear doesn't just come from the unknown. Sometimes it comes from what we do know, what we know about ourselves, our weaknesses. Maybe you're not the fastest reader. Maybe you're not that athletic, and the thought of gym class makes you break out in hives. Maybe, perhaps, I don't know, you're not a strong public speaker and the thought of it makes you want to call out sick and leave the vice president to give the graduation speech. But here's the truth. Knowing and understanding your weaknesses could quite possibly be your greatest strength. Because when you know where you struggle, you know where you need to grow, where to ask for help, and when you need to be brave. And you can't be brave without fear. To be brave is to be courageous, and being courageous is literally having the ability to do something that frightens you. This is going to be more for the parents, but it's like that time in Saved by the Bell when Screech stepped in for Slater to wrestle Butch. He got tossed around like a rag doll, but he never gave up and somehow ended up winning totally by accident. Or when Kevin McAllister admitted to being afraid of his basement because it's dark and smelly and has weird stuff, but then he made himself go down there to do laundry only to find out it's not so bad. Life isn't a show or a movie with writers, so as you go into this unscripted, messy, but beautiful world, don't fear your fears. Don't fear your weaknesses. Be aware of them and own them. Learn from them. Use them. Because the strongest people aren't the ones who pretend to be fearless and have it all figured out. They're the ones who keep going even when they are just a little afraid and don't have it all figured out. So, class of 2025, go out there, do big things, don't fear making mistakes, have some fun, be courageous, and always remember what it means to be a Roxbury Gale. Congratulations again.
Good morning. My name is William Crispino. I'm the proud principal of Roxbury High School. What I'm going to do now is recognize our 4-year Renaissance Award winners from the graduation class of 2025. These seniors have earned a 3.75 GPA, not 1, not 2, not 3, but for all 4 years. What I'm going to ask is that when each student's name is read, they rise to be recognized, remain standing till the end of all names. Audience, I ask that you please hold your attendance till all names have been read. Our 4-year Renaissance Award winners for the class of 2025 are Haley Amadori, Liam Aretz, Rihanna Atia, Janelle Balcom, Juan Mateo Barraza Agama, Adam Behrens, Enzo Bianchi Oliveira, Richard Bias, Sarah Bizak, Joshua Botero, Katie Karen, Astrid Chirinos Benitez, Kendall Clark, Tyler Colucci, Tyler Constantino, Stella Dasipin, Anya Sofia de la Pena, Ella Desjardins, Natalie Domin, Jake Donnelly, Caitlin Duras, Anthony Fedorchak, William Fedorchak, Jason Gabrielson, Gavin Gardner, Catherine Gartner, Gracie Giamarino, Jacob Giamona, Isabella Gill, Isabella Godoy, Amy Gorovecci, Dawson Gerard, Paul Getler, Ali Hagag, Charles Hand, Isla Hart, Kaylee Howell, Yuri Hertzi, Oksana Rivnak-Sakarna, Selena Johnson, Jesserine Gerardo, Maya Kalsi, Priya Kashyap, Julia Katz, Sean Keenan, Sarah Kine, Aiden Kellett, Elizabeth Kelly, Trevor Klatmitz, Christina Law, Olivia Liviota, Jaden Lenahan, Alicia Melanie Magat, Cassandra Meningo, Ava McDonald, Kate McDougall, Isabella McHugh, Asher Metz, Ximena Munoz Palez, Matthew Neal, Ann Wynn, Ka Wynn, Tara O'Keefe, Alexa Panacea, Kyle Phillips, Victoria Picciotto, Isabella Patillo, Chloe Ramella, James Radigan, Ryan Ranieri, Terrence Richards, Calissa Roach, Madison Roberts, Vincent Romano, Anthony Sessa, Skylar Skupiansky, Lauren Snoke, Gregory Sotile, Shane Spiteri, Nicholas Spivak, James Stewart, Michael Stigliano, Andres Tasama Restrepo, Rebecca So, Evan Tusa, Ashley Urena, Ryan Van Zyl, Frank Varkadapine, Benit Varghese, Nicole Velasquez, Anna Varnsova, Anuj Vyas, Christine Wardell, Landon Whitney, Allison Yu, Anthony Zhang, and Alexander Zakowski, the 2025 Four-Year Renaissance Award winners. Students, you may take your seats.
Good morning, class of 2025, faculty, friends, and families. My name is Ali Haggeg, and I'm this year's student body president. I first wanted to express my gratitude for everyone who showed up today to support their graduate. We truly could not have done it without you. I personally want to thank my mom, dad, and especially my sister for everything they have done to make me the person I am. Today, we celebrate the hard work and dedication that has brought us to this moment. These past 4 years were filled with memories made at the school. Not only did we learn math, science, and English, but we learned a lot about ourselves and one another. We also learned how to navigate traffic coming to school and hope to show up on time, how to procrastinate and leave assignments till the last minute, and how to survive off 4 hours of sleep. Now we should be prepared to go out in the real world, right? After we leave here today, everyone is on a different path in life. Some going to college, some going to trade school, others going to the workforce, some going to the military, and some unsure of the path that lies ahead. But what we all have in common is being a Roxbury Gale. Being prepared for what's to come will happen naturally, and that's by learning from our experiences. Though we might never feel ready for the world is ready for us, and I'm certain our class will go on to do amazing things. And as a quote I found a few days ago said, we can't turn back time to redo our mistakes or our regrets as much as we physically want to, because the clock only goes one way, and that's forward. I encourage everyone to keep pushing forward and continue their determination to succeed. And as we leave the school today, never forget that every day is a great day to be a Gale. Congratulations, everyone, we did it. At this time, we are going to acknowledge the transfer of leadership from the class of 2025 to the class of 2026. Students, please line up. I would first like to present the class of 2025 student leadership. Historian Alex Zykowski, Sergeant at Arms Charlie Hand, Corresponding Secretary Katie Karen, Recording Secretary Chloe Ramella, Treasurer Isabella Patillo, Vice President Alyssa Talmadge, President Gianna Wea. And now, the class of 2026 student leadership who has been chosen to lead Roxbury High School students next year. Historian Elimar Severin Duran, Sergeant at Arms Taylor Schaubel, Corresponding Secretary Peyton O'Reilly, Recording Secretary Emily Snyder, Treasurer Genesis Cepeda, Vice President Sophie Sanders, and President Alana Kuski. At this time, we ask that our student leadership from the class of 2025 and the leadership from the class of 2026 meet at the 50-yard line to officially exchange responsibilities associated with your positions. Thank you and good luck to the class of 2026.
Good morning, everyone. Hello and welcome. My name is Matt Neal. I'm the valedictorian in this year's 2025 graduating class. Thank you. First off, I want to congratulate my classmates on getting here, even though I'm sure they're going to hear that a lot today and probably already have had. I want to start off by thanking the people in my life, as I wouldn't be speaking on this stage without them. I have so much thanks from my teachers for guiding and supporting me academically, from my friends, girlfriend, and brother for supporting me as a friend and person, and most importantly, my mom, my dad, and my family who raised me to be the man I am today. I hope y'all are happy. I want to talk about how almost 4 years ago now, in Mr. Spoli's freshman year English 1 honors class, I was assigned to analyze a quote from her class novel, Fahrenheit 451. I picked a quote, it was a quote card. I picked a quote about how humanity is compared to a phoenix, and the quote argues that humanity is more powerful than that creature. A phoenix is a mythological bird which bursts into flames of death to then be reborn from the ashes it creates. I found this out and thought, well, I certainly can't fly, I can't live forever. How could I argue for this quote? As I worked on this assignment, I noticed similarities and how we are better than the bird, how I can argue for this quote. Every time a phoenix is reborn, an entirely new bird is created, a new phoenix is created. And at least in my interpretation of the myth, it's a myth. I think that it creates the new bird every time. It doesn't take anything from its past, and it's new every single time it's created from the ashes. For people, we change. We go through experiences and journeys that create new versions of ourselves. We are reborn in our lives. The one difference is that we don't leave the old us behind. We learn from our mistakes. We take lessons with us. We adapt to new things. And most importantly, we don't just rise from our past, we grow from it. So when change comes upon you, let it happen. Even better, be the one to initiate the change upon yourself. Take risks, try new things. Be willing to accept that change. Learn to grow from it, grow with it. Take advantage of your ability to grow, the opportunities you have, and in your future, bring with you experience, knowledge, and wisdom that you've gained and will continue to gain. Personally, I saw myself grow and change throughout high school in many aspects of my life, whether it was socially or academically. Yet, I've always been someone who's a little weird, awkward, a little shy, and more than a little odd. But that's part of the reason I'm up here today. Quoting Dr. Seuss, you have to be odd to be number one. My own phoenix-like change and growth taught me how to better accept myself for who I am and who I will continue to be in the rest of my life. And I'm grateful to have gained that and accepted that. Lastly, I'd like to say it's been a long 4 years, and this speech has felt even longer than that. So from your first time walking into high school, to getting ready for prom for the first time, to camping in the parking lot just over there, to sitting here right now at graduation, if you've experienced some kind of change or growth, use that in your future. And unlike the phoenix, take it with you into your world. Be yourself, have fun, enjoy your future. Oh yeah, and go Gales. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you for listening.
Good morning. As I stated earlier, I am the proud principal of Roxbury High School. My name is William Crispino. I just want to start by letting Dr. Santora, I will be putting in a tuition reimbursement for a degree in meteorology later this week, because I have every single app known to man on my phone right now, and I'm so happy that we're here outside celebrating the class of 2025. Thank you to all the Roxbury community members for being here today. the Roxbury Township Mayor and Council, Roxbury Township Board of Education members, administrators, teachers, and staff. Thank you for being here. To friends, family, and parents of the class of 2025, this is truly a great day to be a Gale as we celebrate the class of 2025 and the amazing journey our students have taken to make this day a reality. On September 5th, 2012, the class of 2025 hopped into a car or boarded a bus to school for the very first time. Probably feels like yesterday, parents. A 5-year-old Ryan Johannesson, Katie Karen, Anthony Sessa, Rebecca So, and the rest of their classmates all began that first journey to their new school. As they made their way towards Nixon, Franklin, Kennedy, Jefferson, Mount Arlington, or any other elementary school, I'm sure there was nervousness and excitement. What will my teacher be like? Who will help me when I get there? What will recess be like? What time is snack? Were all questions sure to be running through their minds. For you, their family members, that first day sending your child to school was also filled with many emotions and maybe even questions as well. Questions like, will they be okay? How will they adjust? Who are they going to sit with? And the simple but scary question, are they ready? Are they ready for the world, and are they ready for that next chapter? Well, as we stand here today on June 18th, 2025, 13 years later, it is natural for any graduating class to sit at their own graduation ceremony asking themselves those very same questions as they prepare to graduate. Are we ready for the next step? On this day, as we begin to celebrate and reflect, the Roxbury High School Class of 2025 has not only answered this question with an emphatic yes, they have proven that they are in fact ready to take on the world and make a significant impact. As we look back, the examples to support this can be found in what has taken place in our school over the past 4 years. As COVID-19 began to wind down, the class of 2025 entered Roxbury High School and began the process of reestablishing the pride and energy back into our campus after not having students on our campus much of the 2 years prior. Alyssa Talmadge, Chloe Romero, Charles Hand, and the rest of our student leadership began creating Gale Cup pep rallies and found new ways for students to embrace being a Roxbury Gale, which are now well-established traditions here in our school community. Our students also maintain the pride and tradition in our programs, like the performing arts through the talented work of students like Gracie Giamarino, Sam Rippin, David Doherty, Mona Yaboa, who not only wowed audience on stage here in Roxbury High School, but brought new amazing recognition to our school from around the state of New Jersey and the country for excellence in the arts. Students like Liam Moretz, Paul Getler, David Spatz, Nick Riska, and our structural design students continue to answer the call to provide beautiful new homes for deserving Roxbury families by beginning construction on the 3rd Habitat for Humanity house here in Roxbury High School. Rihanna Attia, Madison Roberts, Andres Sasama Restrepo, James Stewart, Anuj Vyas, and our Roxdon leadership continued the pursuit of ending pediatric cancer on behalf of Roxbury High School by raising over $140,000, which was donated to Goriab Children's Hospital in Morristown. You could see a common theme here in the class of 2025, a group of students who simply do not back down from challenges and are willing to serve those around them and be a part of something bigger than themselves. Students like Brady Bisson, who will be attending the New Jersey State Police Academy, Abigail Castro, who will be serving in the United States Air Force, Alyssa Cardona, who will serve in the United States Coast Guard, Anna Dittmar, who has enlisted in the U.S. Navy, Anthony Zhang, who is committed to serve in the New Jersey Army National Guard, and Haley Green, who will be attending West Point Military Academy. Our class of 2025 has answered the call to service, and we thank them and support them with enormous pride and gratitude. The class of 2025 also provided enormous strength, compassion, and community during the most difficult times imaginable. James D. Cristofano, Jake Artiaga, Matt Van Houten, Jenna Van Houten, Julian Bastedo, and our graduating class truly inspired our community to come together when we needed it the most. Their friend, classmate, and neighbor, Anthony Ventricelli, was taken from us way too soon. The strength our students showed in the days that followed brought our school together in a way that we've never seen before, and it will never be forgotten. Anthony, we know you're here with us today, smiling alongside with this graduating class. To the class of 2025, the journey that began in 2012 and aimed to get you to this point certainly shaped who you are today. You are amazing, talented students who continue to inspire your teachers, coaches, and family every step of the way. Always remember that as you move forward, life will always present its challenges to you. But also remember, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Embrace each challenge and stay true to who you are, a Roxbury Gale. Once a Gale, always a Gale. No matter how many bumps in the road you may face, or sinkholes laying on Route 80 and you don't see coming, always remember that you are in fact ready for it all. Take on those challenges knowing that you can. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Diego Ezekiel Acosta Parada.
Alyssa Ann Talmadge.
Davy Aguilera.
Isabella Patillo.
Michaela Marie Allen.
Chloe K. Ramella.
Wolfgang L. Alu.
Katie Karen.
Haley G. Amadori.
Charles Maxwell Hand.
Kira L. Amiano.
Alex Zokowski.
Luna Andrade.
Jordan Aragona.
Colin Alexander Arata.
Liam H. Aretz.
Mariana Arias.
Jake Artiaga.
Rihanna Roy Atia.
Lena Bacalao.
Janelle Patricia Balcom.
Juan Mateo Barraza Agama.
Lucas J. Becker.
Adam Connor Behrens.
Sarah Bixak.
Evelyn Abigail Benitez Collies.
Enzo Gustavo Bianchi Oliveira.
Richard James Biasi.
CJ M. Beloso.
Brady Bisson.
Nicholas Blell.
Nicholas C. Blank.
Aiden Michael Bacher.
Mia Bommersback.
Julian S. Bostito,
Joshua Amado Botero.
Kevin Brindisi,
Connor J. Brunton.
Vanessa Burgos,
Jasmine Ahmed Butt.
Sergio Daniel Calderon,
Nicole M. Callahan.
Giada L. Campilio,
Murillo Candido Suramal.
Maite Elizabeth Carchi Rodriguez,
Alyssa Maria Cardona.
Jocelyn Daniela Castaneda,
Giuseppe Castaneda Pina.
Abigail A. Castro,
Matthew A. Castrovinci.
Matthew Alka Chan,
Tyler Chen.
Brianna Sarah Cherry,
Astrid Jolini Chinos.
Kendall M. Clark,
Tyler M. Constantino.
Cameron I. Carino,
Nicholas Brian Cueva Otero.
Samantha A. Curtis,
Tyler L. Colucci.
Eric J. DiAugusta,
Madeline Joy D'Agostino.
Stella Rose Dasapan,
James Lee David.
Anya Sofia Arcelia de la Pena,
Nicholas DeAndrea.
James Michael DiCristofano,
Ella DeJardin.
Daniel Eladio Diaz,
Juliana N. DeMeza.
Anna Rose Ditmar,
Logan Gabriel Dodds.
David Alexander Doherty,
Vincent Michael Jolise.
Natalie R. Doman,
Jake V. Donnelly.
Christina Dontes,
Katie Dougherty.
Jalen Gentrell Eatman,
Miranda Almera.
Abigail Eden Entel,
Nathan Faisal.
Anthony M. Fedorchak,
William T. Fedorchak,
Raylan P. Fink,
Daniel Keith Fisher,
Mackenzie Ann Fisher,
Anthony Fitzpatrick,
Jael S. Franco,
Emily Lynn Freeland,
Kristen L. Fry,
Jason A. Gabrielson,
Daphne M. Gallagher,
Taylor Gallagher,
Edward Garcia,
Wilmer Miguel Garcia Cervantes,
Gavin Gardner,
Catherine E. Gartner,
Brady A. John Marino,
Gracie J. G. Marino,
Jacob A. Giamona,
Isabella Gill,
Brody J. Glazer,
Sydney Page Gleason,
Aria Godoy,
Isabella Godoy,
Angeline N. Gonzalez,
Nick Gonzalez,
Amy Gorovetsi,
Carly R. Govanelli,
Samantha Victoria Green,
Haley Lynn Simca Green,
Michael John Guadagnino,
Dawson Gerard,
Paul George Getler,
Michael Alexander Hackett II,
Ayla Hart,
Cody M. Hartman,
Jenna R. Heiser,
Lauren Carmela Hooker,
Kaylee J. Howell,
Yuri Hertzai,
Oksana Harivnak,
Gavin Hunt,
Kira Joelle Hunter,
Trinity N. Hunter,
Luke S. Hunter,
Bianca I. Jackson,
Peter D. Jacobson,
Ryan J. Johannesson,
Selena Renee Johnson,
Tyler J. Johnston,
Josue Juarez Medina,
Jezrin Gerardo,
Maya Kaur Kalsi,
Priya Kushiap,
Sean Nicholas Keenan,
Sarah G. Kine,
Julia L. Katz,
Justin R. Katz,
Elizabeth Lauren Kelly,
Nicholas J. Kimmerer,
Amanda P. Kendall,
Trevor C. Clapmut,
Lexi Contezaglos,
Donovan F. Kraus,
Christina A. Law,
Aryan Ladd,
Eric Larahondo,
Sophia K. Laurie,
Scott Lemmerman,
Jaden G. Linehan,
Michaela Shawless Lewis,
Elisha Malane Maliari Magat,
Isabel E. Mango,
Cassandra Meningo,
Julia Nicole Mans,
Fabio Alonso Marcano Vergara,
Samarie Marrero,
Vito Anthony Martinelli,
Vavi Victoria Martucci,
Gavin A. Mattis,
Connor Griffin May,
Ava Grace McDonald,
Kate J. McDougal,
Isabella McHugh,
Kristen Mechie,
Asher Jude Metz,
Gracie M. Misselli,
Michael C. Minio,
Jaylene Molina,
Jacqueline Victoria Morrissey,
Ryan M. Mullen,
Semena Munoz Pelaez,
Julian A. Murillo,
Ann D. Ween,
Ka Min Nguyen,
Logan Xander O'Keefe.
Tara C. O'Keefe.
Eliana S. Oken.
Alexis Oliveira.
Devin Madison Oliver.
Sophia J. Olives.
Dylan Jacob Olmsted.
Austin S. Orr.
Samantha C. Otniski.
Alexa Maria Panacea.
Samantha M. Pavis.
Alexandra Vladimirovna Perez.
Jalissa Perez.
Elizabeth Devin Peter.
Jessica Fan.
Kyle Christopher Phillips.
Carolyn S. Pimentel.
Nicole Pineda Juarez.
Victoria I. Pichado.
Samantha L. Pizzuto.
Nicholas S. Polidoro.
Melissa Christiana Price.
Martina Rabinda.
Alejandro Noah Ramirez.
Juan J. Ramirez Diaz.
James M. Radigan.
Ryan J. Rioneri.
Leighton Damian Richards Jr.
Terrence Ayashu Richards.
Samuel Lawrence Rippin.
Nicholas J. Riska.
Daniel J. Ritako.
Liliana Rivera.
Calissa Erica Roach.
Madison C. Roberts.
For this. Okay. Grace Robinson.
Richard John Rocha.
Mia Marie Rodriguez.
Juan David Rodriguez Santa Maria.
Angel Leonardo Rojas Gallego.
Vincent Anthony Romano.
Joseph R. Ronchetta.
Darian A. Rosa.
Bianca Crystal Rosario.
Amara Ruano.
Ethan Robert Russell.
Linner Savadra,
Aiden J. Saladino,
Gabriella Jane Salvia,
Andrew H. Cedar,
Espen E. Sears,
Anthony J. Sessa,
Samantha L. Simon,
Skylar Grace Skupienski,
Nola G. Sloan,
Lauren R. Snoke,
Mateo A. Sosa,
Gregory T. Satilli,
David Marcel Spatz,
Shane E. Spiteri,
Nicholas James Spivak,
James William Stewart,
Angelina M. Stigliano,
Michael D. Stigliano,
Cooper Joseph Sundberg,
Summer Rose Swagger,
Andreas Camilo Tasama Restrepo,
Emma Ty,
Brooke N. Timpano,
Alexandria E. Tasnady,
Ashley E. Tasnady,
Thomas Rock Tanaj,
Matthew Christian Tomaselli,
Marie J. Terode,
Ethan Chijulo,
Rebecca So,
Catherine Elizabeth Turo,
Evan G. Tusa,
Ashley Marcella Urena,
Jenna L. Van Houten,
Matthew P. Van Houten,
Ryan W. Van Zyl,
Vinny John Varghese,
John Lucas Vasquez Hernandez,
Nicole A. Velasquez,
Anthony T. Ventricelli,
No, no. Angela T. Viscardi.
Daniel Visha.
Anna Varantova.
Anuj S. Vias.
Christine N. Wardell.
Griffin K. Warsaw.
Samantha Nicole Wadowiak.
Ava J. Weinberg.
Kason H. Whitaker.
Jake E. White.
Landon A. Whitney.
Michael Tyrone Wilfong III.
Caden Cameron Williams.
Callista A. Waltman.
Alexander James Wong.
Rashawn Alfonso Wright Jr.
Mona A. Yaboa.
Allison Yu.
Eddie John Zabala Fernandez.
Anthony Zhang.
Ashley Marcella Zuna Lore.
Caitlin Duras.
Aiden Kellett. Matthew Neal.
Gianna Wea.
Ali Hagag.
It's now time. Parents, family, and friends, get those cameras ready. Members of the Board of Education, it is my honor to present to you the class of 2025. I certify that as of June 18th, 2025, each of the students who will receive a diploma has fulfilled the requirements for graduation established by the state of New Jersey and by the Board of Education of Roxbury Schools. Class of 2025, please move your tassels from left to right. On behalf of Roxbury High School, congratulations to the class of 2025.